And when your mind becomes concentrated, you begin to see things clearly. Now, our mind ordinarily is like a muddy water. So you put the muddy water in the glass and you cannot see what is in the water because it is muddy. Then you put it there and then the particles of mud settle down and then it becomes clear. So when it becomes clear, you see what are there, right? So in the same way, there are what are called mental hindrances in our minds: sensual desire, ill will, sleepiness, worry, anxiety, doubt, and so on. So long as these mental hindrances are in our minds, we cannot see things clearly. By the practice of right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration, these mental hindrances are subdued or they settle down. So when they are subdued, mind becomes clear. So when mind becomes clear, you see things clearly. Now you see objects very clearly, very vividly, as though you are seeing the real thing with your eyes open. And when you see things clearly, you also see what they are, what this thing is. If you do not see a thing clearly, you do not know what this is. But now you see it clearly, and so you see this, what it is, and also you see the details of this object also. And then you also see that this object just arises and disappears. It does not last for a long time. So whatever object you take, first you see it clearly, because now your mind is free from mental hindrances. You see it clearly, and then you see what it is. And you also see that it arises and disappears. So when you see that object arise and disappear, you know this is impermanent. When you know this is impermanent, you know that this is dukkha, because whatever is impermanent is dukkha according to the Buddha. And this dukkha you cannot turn into sukha or happiness. It comes and goes by itself, and so there is no control over it, and so you see the anatta nature of things through Vipassana. So when you practice Vipassana, these factors are working actively in your mind. Right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration, and right understanding. And right understanding can come only when there is right thought. Right thought means the mental factor that puts the mind on the object. So, at every moment of good meditation, these 5 factors are working actively. 5 means right effort, right concentration, right mindfulness, right concentration, right thought, right view, right thought. Now the other 3 that belong to Sila are not actively participating, but they are already accomplished. When you take the precepts, you take them with the intention of keeping them, right? You have no intention of breaking them when you take them. So after you take the precepts, then they are already accomplished. They will no longer be working actively because they are already accomplished. But the other 5 are acting, participating actively. And so these 5 are called worker factors or working factors. These 5 must always be present in your mind when you practice Vipassana meditation. So in the beginning, right view may not come yet, right? Before you see the thing clearly, how can you know that it is impermanent and so on, right? So in the beginning, before you get good concentration, that right view may not be present. But there are other kinds of right view also. That is the understanding of the law of karma, understanding that there is karma and there is the result of karma, and that is also called right view. And understanding the objects as anicca, dukkha, and anatta is also called right view. So right view, there are many kinds of right view. The understanding of karma and result, understanding of the three characteristics, and then right view at the moment of path consciousness, right view at the moment of fruition consciousness, and so on. So the real right view may not be present in the beginning stages of Vipassana. That is, before you get concentration and before you see the objects clearly. Then from the moment you are able to subdue the mental hindrances and your mind becomes clear and concentrated, you will begin to see the objects clearly and so on. And from that moment, the factor of right view will come into your mind. So when you practice Vipassana meditation, you are following or you are practicing the fourth noble truth, the noble truth of the path that goes to the cessation of suffering.